Well, this is a day which we all look forward to every year and have since 2000, going back to the start of the Payne Stewart Award, a year after he was in that tragic accident the week of the Tour Championship in 1999 in Houston. So this is our 15th year, and I'd like to start off before I turn it over to Tom Fanning. But let me preface this by saying that while the award is a special one in golf, the players view it as a recognition of what they have learned since they were 7 or 8 years old in terms of the etiquette of the game and the core values that the game represents. The Southern Company has really done a phenomenal job of carrying the message to why this award is important and why the individuals who have received it are so special and so impactful on the game. And I just want to, before we get into this, thank Tom and his staff for that commitment over the years. This year's honoree personifies the ideals that the award represents: sportsmanship, integrity, giving back to charitable causes, understanding what it means to be a role model. Everybody who has earned this award since the first three in 2000, who were Byron Nelson, Jack Nicklaus, and Arnold Palmer, have distinguished themselves through their demeanor and their presentation on and off the golf course. This year's recipient, we think, is also a personification of these qualities, and he is Sir Nick Faldo. On the golf course, Nick made his mark as one of the best players of his generation. He won 39 times, including 6 major championships. He was, for nearly 100 weeks, the #1 player in the world, and he represented Europe in 11 consecutive Ryder Cup teams and captained them in the 1998 matches. But it's off the golf course that he's continued to make a huge impact since he put away his clubs. He's well recognized as the lead analyst on both CBS and the Golf Channel. He's, as an analyst, probably logs more hours per month of our season than anybody in that seat in the history of golf on television. He's designed 26, I think 27 maybe now, critically acclaimed golf courses around the world. And perhaps the biggest part of his legacy will be that he has created the Faldo series of junior golf tournaments. This series was designed to help identify the next generation of champions through grassroots initiatives and the development of more talented players at a young age. There are currently 40 tournaments taking players in more than 30 countries, with approximately 7,000 young people benefiting from the tournament experience that they receive and the expert advice they get. 2 graduates of this series are Rory McIlroy and Yanni Sang, and we think a good number of elite players coming behind them. Unfortunately, both for today's ceremony and this afternoon, Sir Nick could not be with us. He is in the UK with his family. Both his mother and father are ailing, and I've just learned a few moments ago that his father has just now passed within the last hour or so. Our prayers go out to Nick, to his family, certainly to his mother, and our sympathies. We will miss him today. He will join us tonight by way of a 2-way satellite communication to be part of the actual ceremony. But before I ask Tom Fanning to speak on behalf of Southern, we'd like to share a short video with you that tells Nick's story.
Your Majesty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome from sunny Windsor. Unfortunately, I can't be with you as I am nursing my father, and to keep it on a lighter note, if I put it into golfing terminology, he's playing the 18th hole of life. We're in the middle of the fairway, and the creek on the left's just turned into a lake, and the bunker, somebody's just put 6 inches of new sand in it. So unfortunately, things aren't looking good. But I have sent my lovely boy Matthew over to be with you, to represent me and the Faldo series. So I'm sure he will do a great job. And girls, yes, that's where he got his good looks from. I want to thank the PGA Tour, Tim Finchem, Commissioner Tim Finchem, Ty Votor, Southern Company. Thank you so much for this very prestigious award. I'm very honoured to be receiving this. You know, Payne was a very recognisable character, wasn't he? He had, you know, many trademarks. Obviously, the walk, the dress, the swing, the tempo of his swing, the big high hands and the big knees and his follow-through. But probably more importantly was his attitude. You know, and he wasn't afraid to speak out. And occasionally, you know, if you announce pre-tournament that I'm going to win this one, people think, who are you? What are you talking about? And whereas we know inside, as professional sports people, that's what you should be thinking. So I admire Payne for that, and his you know, outwardness to really, yeah, in a way, you'd be motivating yourself, wouldn't it? If you've set a goal and you're not quite there, you're basically saying to yourself, hey, I've just said I'm going to win this. So it's a great kick in the backside to keep you motivated. We had through our career in the 90s, we had you know, a few tussles here and there, but I remember Payne more at the Ryder Cups. Especially moons ago at 6:30 in the morning, he'd wake the team with one of those giant, you know, boom boxes things in those days, with Bruce Springsteen blaring out, born in the USA. So that was delightful at 6:30 in the morning. But I'll let him off for that because we might have beaten you on that one. I'm not too sure. And this obviously, this award means a tremendous amount to me. You know, me and the Faldo series, you know, we're 18 years in to our series now, and what I would call, you know, pay forward, pay back, go golf. And so what we've done, I'm very proud of globally with the series. We're now in our 18th season. We play 40 events in 30 plus countries. My boy Matthew will tell you a lot more about it, but the most important thing is, you know, we give kids opportunity and experience globally. We're very unique. We're the only global amateur boys and girls series. And briefly, the history is pretty cool. As I said, we started 89 years ago, and about 10 years ago, a young kid was with me on a team founder in California. His name was Rory McIlroy. So Rory has always been there and supported the Faldo series. And I think about 8 years ago, a young girl came along to help me launch the series in Asia, by the name of Yanni Singh. So we had a very proud moment a couple of years back when they both were world #1 at that time. So I want to thank the Southern Company and the Tour for this donation to my series. This is a huge amount to us. It means so much. We run things pretty much on a shoestring. We're a charitable trust. Every penny goes back. So this is a considerable amount of money to us, and we can put that to really great use. For example, we've got 100 kids coming over from Europe in October to the Greenbrier for one of our grand finals. So with that, once again, thank you all so much. I'm very honoured to receive this award, along with many of the great names from our game. And I promise you, I will look forward to seeing you next year when a new recipient receives this wonderful honour. Thank you all so much. Good night.
With that, I'll turn it over to Tom Fanning. Tom?
Thank you, Commissioner. I'd be remiss if I didn't say likewise our thoughts and prayers go out to Sir Nick and his family in this difficult time. You know, when I think about the importance of this award and why it's important for Southern Company to support the way we do, I want to draw a bit of a parallel between kind of how we think about ourselves and how we think about the PGA Tour in this award. And it's really this. Southern Company is one of the largest companies in our industry in the world. From an energy production standpoint, we're just a bit smaller than the nation of Australia. And when you look at the kind of what's of our business, making, moving, and selling electricity, by any metric, we lead the United States. Our generation fleet's the best, our transmission fleet is great, and we satisfy customers. The top 4 customer satisfaction companies in the United States this year in our industry were our 4 companies. And so we really work hard at the what's. But I think what really distinguishes our company, and really companies that are iconic in their industries, are not the what's, they're the how's. It's the culture, it's the behaviors, it's how you interface with people. We have this idea that we've got to leave the communities better off because we're there. We've got to be citizens wherever we serve. And in thinking about that, that's why we associate with the PGA Tour. And that's why we think an award like the Payne Stewart Award really signifies the importance of not only the what's, but importantly the how's. And when you think about the characteristics underlying the Payne Stewart Award, character, charity, sportsmanship, it's been such an honor for us to have been involved with this for 15 years and to think about the honorees and all the thousands of lives that they have touched for the benefit of the game and for their lives beyond the game. When I think about Sir Nick, he's been a true champion both on and off the course. Of course, as Tim said, 39 victories, 6 majors, #1 player in the world. His what's are without question. But I think his how's likewise are just remarkable. The philanthropic work, touching thousands of people in over 30 countries, is just amazing. And so this is a person that clearly leads by example. He is a person that we all wish to be, that we aspire to, people that give more than they take from the game. And so we're very honored to promote him as this year's winner. And so on behalf of Southern Company, I want to offer to Sir Nick Faldo our congratulations and our thanks to him for all that he's done for golf.
Thank you, Tom. And just FYI, Matthew will be joining us tonight at this ceremony to receive the actual award that will be presented.